Hey guys, I'm back from the nest. Today I'm on my survival world. Don't worry, I didn't lose anything. I'm actually literally just. Yeah, I broke it. Oh no, okay, it's back. Hey guys, so my mic broke a little bit just now. I accidentally unplugged it. Also, it's kind of broken. My chair is making a lot of noise. You're gonna pick up on that. It's kind of late at night. Don't worry, I didn't lose anything. It's all in the chest in my base. I actually dumped in lava just so that I would come back to the world spawn, which is right here. The world spawn point is right next to this village. It's not always right here, but it's definitely always in this village. So, I'm trying to be quieter so it's weird. Um, oh, right. I left 4 potatoes, 4 carrots, 4 beetroots, and 3, I don't know, I left some of each crop, right? Each crop that was growing in the village in this square. I left like 3 beetroots and 3 potatoes on this last square. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm like, why are there more plants here? Oh, the villagers have been growing them. And I realized that the villagers have been like planting those plants. So someday this village might this village might have its crops that I stole fill up again. Anyway, my point is that I decided to do a little tour. Since you guys probably have seen, or you probably haven't even seen me starting this yet. I recorded a little episode earlier that I don't know if I uploaded or not, on me starting this world. And I thought about building up there, and I thought this village was cool and all. And I don't have anything right now, but you can see there's a little house over here and some tracks. Now, for clarification, I started this mid-afternoon today, and I've just been playing it, and it's now like 1 a.m. because I don't sleep hardly ever, and so I've been playing it for a while now, and this was originally my portal room. There's obsidian up front if you want to fix up this portal, Toma. It's a reminder to myself to fix that portal. I have one in my base now, which is what this rail cart from spawn, so that I can get to base if I die, and you can see a bridge there, from base to spawn for lava, and if I ever want to do something in spawn, like fix it up or whatever. Maybe build a giant like wall and light up the interior and fix all the houses, and maybe in creative mode spawn in more villagers, but probably not. There's a way to breed villagers, I know. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I can get more villagers after I wall off this town and like light it up and make sure it's all secure. I'll put it on like, I'll go in creative mode and put it on like daylight sensors, or no, I'll probably do it in survival mode. I'm trying to make sure that I don't go into creative mode on this, especially because cheats aren't on, so I don't have access to any commands. So it's not like I can go into creative mode anyway. Now that I think about it, I really hate myself when I start a survival world and I like go be all I like cheat and go into creative mode just for fun, like just to like fly around and figure out where something I like where a cave is, or to like rush back and get my stuff before it despawns. As much as that's useful and it helps my game not be super annoying, I hate myself more when I do it than when I don't, and so I try not to go into creative. Anyway, I'm sorry for ranting. I'm supposed to be giving you a tour of my base, so this cart isn't always here. I actually keep it in my base, but you just ride the rail. Again, full disclosure, I started all of this earlier today, so it's probably not great. But, actually, it's funny, the first thing I built in my, base here is also the first thing you'll see, is my farm. I worked really hard on the design. Once I find some melon seeds, I don't explore very much yet, so I haven't found any, like, dungeons or anything. But melons will go here. So, here you can see The first two little rows are carrots, and then the second two are potatoes, and then the third is wheat, and then the fourth is beetroots, and then in the middle we have pumpkins on this part, and the seeds will be planted along this line, sugar cane in the middle too, and then melons will be planted on the other side. I have a little well here that's copying it's sort of similar to the design of the villager's well. I'm just using it as an infinite water source. Here we have my chicken coop, which actually turned out really good. I really like the way it works and like looks in general. So here we have back in the area. Here we have the back area. There's a lot of chickens here. They have a little hatch I can open and close. I can get in here and open and close the hatch. And then there's a room in here as well with a glass ceiling so they get light no matter what. And let me show you how many eggs this thing makes. I haven't been in here for, oh, some of them will occasionally suffocate, but I have so many eggs now to, some of them will occasionally glitch out and either die or glitch out of the base, which can get annoying at times. But it's only because there's so many chickens. And the problem solves itself. Especially because I'm constantly throwing eggs in there, which is spawning more chickens. I haven't been in here for a while, but you can see that, plus I don't mind if they die, because then I have feathers and food, so, I mean, I'm not just gonna kill them all, but they are somehow managing to glitch through the fence, because there's so many. They're like collision boxing and stuff. Now, I don't have all my saplings planted right now, but I do have a little small wood supply here. So I'm growing every growable crop besides cactus, mushroom, and melon here, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have a little fence surrounding the area, just a typical design I've used in previous builds, and it started on the tiny server I play. It's just a stone brick fence with spruce wood walling following it. I didn't even bother cleaning up this gravel. I decided to conform to the land. Here you've probably already seen my nether portal. There you can see my nether portal, just a typical nether portal with 4 nether brick stairs, glowstone behind those, steps leading up, and then steps being mimicked on this side as well, and 2 glowstone here to light up the path, a sort of like indent here, and these bits which are sort of like yin-yanging the other bricks, and then a bit of quartz there that I gathered from the nether, and a little like X shelf up top. There's just some scaffolding there. If you come up top here, you can see the, now I know I'm spending a lot of time in my yard, and you can see my little, oh, see a pig escaped. I have a lot of animals, and I haven't been killing them yet. I can at some point. I'll kill it down to like maybe 2 of each species, except for the chickens. I kind of like the chickens to just glitch out and go everywhere. But out back here, this was all just forest, and I needed wood so much, because, I mean, this was a very large build. Required a lot of wood to make all of this stuff you can probably just catch glimpses of in the background. This was all a lot of forest, and I plan to replant it at some point, but currently, I'm just going to throw some eggs out there. Repopulate the this is also where I got my original supply of chickens. It's actually interesting how many chickens are in there, because I started out with a group of maybe 12, and I started throwing eggs and breeding, and I bred all of them with seeds all at once at one point, and that was a mistake. I have too many chickens now, so I'm hoping they just either die occasionally, which they do, but a pig managed to escape. Here you can see I have cows on this side, which managed to wedge themselves in this corner right here, and somehow they die right here. But it means that I can walk right up to this and pick up beef. Like, this is like the 3rd time I've walked over here, and it feels like I still have a lot of cows, right? Yet there's 5 beef here, so I just get like a beef supply. I've created some kind of like glitch out grinder that grinds the cows. Because I've just been breeding them, I haven't been killing them, because I have a large food supply. I've been living off baked potatoes for ages. I guess here you can see my two wolves, Henry and Sarah. I dyed this one's color orange so I could tell which one it was. I have gates to keep the animals out of my house, which clearly you see why. Freaking animals in my house. And then, not you doggos, I mean farm animals. So here is the main part of my house. This is the front room. There are two doors. One comes into the storage and the other one just comes into the rest of the room. So here I have storage. It's all just like too many eggs is... I mean, I name them funny. I used to name them like serious, like egg storage. Egg storage or excess egg storage chest. I'd name it something like that. But I decided to just name them like ridiculously because, I mean, I understand what they are and it's pretty obvious. Redstones and contraption boys. That's like redstones, rails, iron doors, minecarts, that kind of thing. Too many eggs is literally just because of how many eggs I get on a regular basis. Plants and all that is like organic stuff that's related to like plants and farming, like cacti and dye and paper and potatoes and whatnot. And then mob drops and such is feathers, bones, wool, ink sacs, gunpowder, spider eyes, you know, the typical stuff. I have 3 furnaces. I could add more if I need them. Probably like right here, and then another set of chests. You know, wood and wood too are just like excess wood storage, which is insane, but wood is gonna start piling up now that my house is done. Dirt and gravel is, you know, dirt, flint, gravel, sand, all that stuff. Decoration stone is like glass, cobblestone slabs, stairs, stone bricks, quartz, that kind of thing. Foodstuffs is pretty obvious. It's I'm sorry, I have a sore throat. Some dust was catching in my throat. Wood one reminded me of good one, and so that's, I don't know why. That's just what I think of. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is miscellaneous. Because I don't know how to spell it properly, and also I don't care. So it's just like books, and diamond horse armor, which can actually go in the armor, tools, weapons, and armor chest here, where you'll see the rest of my gear. Diamond pickaxe, diamond axe. Gems and ingots. Gems, ingots, and dusty boys is like dust, iron, emerald block, lapis, gold ingot, emerald, or 3 emeralds, 16 diamonds. Remember, I don't have access to commands, so it's not like I could have cheated these in. Here, look. Wait, let me... Oh, okay. I do have access to commands right now. I don't normally, though. And I definitely had those diamonds before that. So, here you see my room. It's just a bed with a chest next to it, and a cake on my crafting table. Pretty simple. I haven't really decorated it yet. I haven't even put up the cobblestone walling that needs to go in here. Over here, you can see my storage, and here is just like a little closet. I don't know what to put in here yet. Maybe an armor stand and a chest or 2. Up here is the attic, and also probably what's going to be the guest bedroom. Here you can see Tomahawk, and the H is on the front of the house because it symbols for my name, Hayden. The hawk in hawk, and also house or home, and then Tomahawk. I typically put T and H-shaped windows in my houses. That's also like the guest bedroom. I'll put like maybe 2 beds up there, 2 separate beds. So if you come out front, I've got flower beds that I haven't had a chance to plant any flowers in. I plan to, though. I have a balcony coming out of my room, which I totally didn't show off, but it's pretty generic. It's just a cobblestone with a glass rimming. You'll get to see it. And here I have my little doorman, Jenkins. I just named him just now. And here you can see my house. It's 2 windows from my room with the glass covered balcony, the front door, and then then there's the H window. And this was all in a naturally occurring cave. I did have to expand a little bit to fit the roof in. I had to dig like little patterns there you can see. It looks pretty natural though. But there was this circle cave, and I actually, since the first thing I built was the valley, I can actually go up the mountain and show you this. The first thing I built was that little, I already said this, but the first thing I built was the farm. Not like anything like the, it wasn't like the house or anything, and I didn't come in from that side. Spawn's over there, so I came in from that direction. And I just saw this cool little valley, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll build here. And then when I was fully, like, looking around in it, when I was, like, after I had inspected it a little bit, I don't have a minecart now, so I'm just gonna have to run back. Anyway, here, now I can show you what I originally did, was, what I actually, like, fully originally did was, like in the first episode, which is actually going to come out after this, probably, I was living in that house there. You can see, because it has a pen around the back with a villager in it that was originally full of all of my pigs. So, at least one or two, or three even, of the pigs in my pen now are some of the original pigs I caught. That is a grave. It's not actually, it was originally a stopper for a minecart trail I was using. This is a cave drop I explored. So, I came up here, because if you remember in the first episode you haven't seen yet, wow, that looks like a gun. Anyway, I thought about building here, and then I was like, no, I don't really want to build here, and so I decided to try and, like, it's honestly, I felt kind of stupid for leaving that area, because there was iron in that little wood cave that turned out to be small, so I didn't hang around there. And it had, like, lava, and it was a village, and it had provided for me well, but I wanted to build my own kind of thing. And I noticed chickens lay a lot of eggs around here. I pick them up all over the place, just in general. So I came up here, right, and I saw that place. And this is all I could see from here was just that little overhang and then a little, like, indent there. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. It must be like a valley. And so originally, I didn't build the bridge. I had to, like, work my way up the mountain and then retrace back over to the thing. But now I have a bridge I've built because I wanted it to be more convenient to get over to the place I live. All of my voice is giving out, so excuse me if my because I'm sick. Excuse me if my vocal cords aren't as up to date as you. So, real quick off the topic rant. So, you see that tree over there with the long green things coming off of it that are vines? Notice how that's a swamp tree, and I thought it was special because I thought it was cool. Obviously, it's a perfectly natural thing that can happen, and it's not that big a deal. But I thought it was cool that where the extreme hills biome met with this swamp biome nearby, it just happened to form like a single swamp tree on top of that little mountain. And after a full day of playing, the vines have grown down to the ground, and I just find that to be the coolest thing ever. That swamp tree that I had already noticed and pointed out for being cool on its own now has vines that just reach the ground. Also, super useful, there's a cave over there. By the way, full disclosure, I'm playing with Optifine on, so everything's a bit clearer for me. I just use Optifine to reduce lag and stuff. I'm currently getting, trying to, like, my current FPS is about 59, about 60 frames per second, maybe a little under. Down there you can see, here's the scaffolding I use to get up and down. Here's my little door to get out of my fence. I have another one up there that's just a gate. I just thought this one would be cool to have. Here's my little farm. The reason nothing is harvested is just because it actually has a reason for it. One, I don't need to harvest anything right now. I still have a whole shit ton of stuff. And two, I was waiting for it to be all fully grown, and it's taken pretty much all day. Pretty much up until just like 10 minutes ago. This was all still not fully grown. And I planted it when I first had finished the garden. So, when I had first finished this... Anyway, I've been waiting for this to grow practically all day because I wanted to do I'm so stupid. I wanted to do a full harvest to see how much of everything I got, because I got really close to getting a full harvest a while back, and and it gave me a bit, but it gave me quite a bit, but I realized I had already had a whole shit ton of stuff in my inventory. I'd already had a whole shit ton of plants and stuff I'd been using to breed pigs. I'm really proud of this chicken coop. This is meant to be where the sheep go, but as you can see after a full day of playing, there are no sheep in the general area, and I haven't been able to find any, and I'm going to go looking slightly farther away. I hope to find a horse as well. I found some llamas over a ways, and I've got to ask, is it a console thing? Because I swear to God, I've never seen a slime in a normal survival world. Never, not once. It's like they only show up in console edition or in super flat worlds. Never seen one, not once. Not a single slime across the lands in a single player regular not like a default survival world on computer edition. Never have I ever. So I'm just gonna put all my stuff back on real quick. So this is my house. I'm really proud of it. I haven't really gone treasure hunting too much, so I don't have a saddle. But it's still pretty cool. Pretty cool place. I enjoy living here. I have been having a lot of fun. I've actually been watching Pathfinder's videos in the background of this one, or in the background of my game while I've been playing, because I don't really watch the video content as much as I listen to his voice like a podcast, which is my mom says that's how she watches my videos, and that's not really something that is. I mean, if you stop thinking of her as my mom and you start thinking of her as just a person, then that's cool. I mean, I don't know why I'm trying to excuse this. My point is that I just kind of listen to them while playing the game, because it's Minecraft related, and I play Minecraft, and I'm right here, and it's cool. Look at frickin' Bingo and Bongo over here, thinking they can get in a saucy hit on me. Well, they've gotten in several. Oh, it's Dongo and Dingo. They are, they're cousins, but they're, less liked. Oh my god. Wow, dude. That's a full 9. Damn it. Llama, I need you. Okay, I'm terrible with counting. But that's a full, like, 14 hearts on this llama. I don't know what good his storage space is, but I hardly use them for that anyway, so. Whatever. There, now I know which one is mine. I'll come back for it when I finally have a lead. This was a cool little thing I found, was that there's this little, like, indent cave here. I like how this video has just become, like, exploring my world. This isn't a series. This is just, I just wanted to kind of show off my house. But I forgot, I've kind of, like, half forgot I was recording until just a second ago, and my ear keeps doing a weird pop thing when I try to talk. I kind of semi-forgot I was recording until just a minute ago, and was just playing the game while narrating, because I wasn't paying attention. I'm so used to recording that for me it's like I'm just playing a game while narrating. It's comes so naturally to me that sometimes I will forget I'm recording and just be playing the game. That's how I normally do it. Anyway, my point is that I just wanted to show off my house because it was a mess for a very long time. It was kind of just a cuboid shape, and then I gave it some spicy flavor, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm sorry, Pathfinder, I've somewhat stolen a lot of the ideas from your house, unintentionally, from your, like, farm base. I'm on, like, episode 26, and this is actually originally meant to address you, just because I wanted to show off how, like, how like I'm doing a survival world too. But yeah, I've got a chicken coop and a barn with pigs and cows and some sheep that are tiny and lay eggs. Sorry, my ear is doing this weird clicking thing and it's annoying me. I don't know what's going on. So here's my nether portal. I've already shown you all this. I've already done all this. Okay, my point being, I just thought I'd like you guys to see it because in the episode you would have seen earlier if I actually uploaded it before this one, which I don't think is likely, but if you watch that one first, you'll have seen me just doing literally like nothing. I'm pretty sure I left the recording off incredibly quickly because I just wanted to watch YouTube and play. Because again, as much as I'm willing to show you guys this, because I want you guys to be somewhat included in like seeing how cool, like what I'm proud of, I want you guys to know that I'm proud of this, and I want your opinion on what you think, but this is fully for my enjoyment, so I don't plan to record this very often other than just to show off like, oh, I built this really cool floating sky island and my single player survival world, guys. I thought I might show it off to you guys since it's cool. I thought I would like show it to you guys so that you could see what I've been doing in my free time. I don't know. This is fully for just me to play, just whenever I feel like playing Minecraft and doing something. The reason I'm recording now, really, more than the idea that I want to show off to Pathfinder and J-Dog and Switch and Yancey and all my subscribers. The reason I'm showing off is more so that I've done pretty much everything now. I mean, not everything. I still have plenty of goals that are a bit more long term, but understandably easy, and I still plan to do all of them. But my main problem right now is that well, I don't really have a main problem right now. My main problem right now that I can think of is that I've done basically all of the goals that I was working on tonight, and I'm too tired to really like start a new project from scratch. So I'm probably going to go to bed, and I thought I'd do this before I go to bed. Or I might just watch YouTube instead of playing Minecraft and watching YouTube. My point being that my main goals were to get a base built, and so what did I do? I made a self-sufficient base. I built the farm, and then I got I had a small kiosk I was living in. I got the well, the nether portal, the farm, the trees, the chicken coop. I got all the animals, and all of this. This barn was probably the first building I built, and then I built all this stuff. And the last thing that was built was actually my house, and it was just a cube. And I hadn't even finished the roof when I started doing the interior, and then I finally finished the roof. And now I've decided to record because it's like, okay, I've done all the things I did that. This was probably actually the last thing. No, this was. Because I built this on the way to get the obsidian to build this. I added all the modifications after I got the obsidian and went in and got the quartz and nether brick. Anyway, my idea was to get a base, and that I've accomplished that, in my opinion. I have a base that I can pretty much, I never have to leave this. I mean, there are goals I have that I have to do that I'm definitely going to have to leave to do, like I want to get an enchantment table, so I need to go get obsidian, but other than the obsidian, which I could just go get all the lava in the surrounding area of my old of the village and put it in a giant like vat here, and bada bing bada boom, I have myself a giant vat of lava, and I never have to go anywhere for obsidian again either, because I already have, whoa, okay, no. Good sir, please, go home. No, 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 come back. I'm gonna shove him in this minecart and hope he gets sent into the, hope he gets sent over to the village. No, 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 no. Oh my god. I swear to God, I did not plan that. How? Exactly? I definitely was only in that minecart for a few seconds. And I'm pretty sure most of that corner of my base is gone now. That creeper explosion felt large and not very, I haven't had a single creeper in my base. It must have come out of this darker port. No, because they can't spawn on, oh yeah. Oh, you know what? The damage certainly could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. I thought this whole chunk was just going to be gone and all of this stuff was going to be gone. I guess the blast radius of all that wasn't terribly strong. That's good. That's really, really, really freaking good. I'm super happy to know that, that was... I'm gonna have to go back and, go and, do a display capture of me watching my own YouTube video and just make it, like, a 3-second recording, like a 10-second recording of that, what just happened. Like, watching the, literally just the part where just as I'm about to hop in the minecart, and then me coming back, and then seeing that. Just long enough so that you can see there was no creeper. I have to rewatch that, like 100,000 bajillion times. That was horrible, but kind of funny. I mean, that was awful. I hated it. I did not enjoy any part of that, but that was, pretty terrible timing. The perfect timing and the worst timing, and also, I cannot harvest my crops now because I have to wait for all these to grow, and I don't have a supply of bones or anything like that, so, I mean... Oh, shit, I'm actually missing a powered rail. Fork. My ear is starting to hurt really bad, and I can't figure out why yet. And it's starting to scare me a little bit because it keeps popping whenever I try and talk, and so I'm gonna stop talking and end this video here. It's starting to, like, make me woozy. It's starting to make me woozy and kind of in pain. I don't like it, so I'm gonna leave this one here, guys. That was spooky. That was a spooky adventure for all, huh? Not my greatest adventure ever. Kinda sucked, honestly. That was a shitty adventure. But, I mean, it happened, man. So, I'm just gonna go steal one of the rails from the other place. I got a plan. I'm gonna end the recording right after this happens. I literally have just a single button I can push, and I'll be able to end the recording, which is why I find it silly that my recordings always take, like, a few seconds after I open them to, like, a few seconds after I say bye, and then I'm still, like, you can hear me shuffling around, trying to end the recording. It always makes me feel silly, because I always open the launcher. It doesn't make me feel silly, because I know for a fact I can push the button, and I've done it before. I always open the recorder, and then click stop recording manually, instead of just hitting the preset button I have. So I think I'm going to end this recording here, guys. This is Hayden, signing out. See you in the sky, Hawklings. I did not mean for this house showcase to run so long. I just kind of got caught up in it. And always remember, never be afraid to spread your wings.